Hi there, my name is Megan Lloyd, and the purpose of this video is to show you how to collect emails or special information for targeted groups in your back office with doTERRA. So I'm going to show you how to do that, and the cool thing about this is that it's been recently updated in the last couple of months. So if you've seen me do a video on this before, there are some new added features that have really increased the functionality of it. So I'm excited to show you how to do that today. So the first step is obviously to log into your back office. Once you're here, click on Wellness Advocate Services. Scroll down and click on Mailing Labels. And once you're here, you can start to filter out what information you want to collect for your group. So the levels refers to how deep you're going into your organization. If you only want information for your first 3 levels, then you would just select 3. If you want information for your entire team, go ahead and scroll down to the very bottom. You can also choose if you just want sponsor mailing labels or those that you've actually personally enrolled. If you want members just from your entire organization, you can also choose just wellness advocates instead of wellness customers, or you can choose just customers. So that's pretty awesome. Now to get to filters, this is all still the same, and in a little bit I'll show you what has been added. Here you can choose which ranks you want to collect. If you want all of them, leave them here in the final ranks column. If you only want your directors and above, then go ahead and move these ones over to this column and they will not be included in the report. Now this is cool too. Over here where it says active, active means that they purchased within the last 6 months at least once. So if you just want all, whether they have or have not purchased in the last 6 months, go ahead and just select all. Or you can choose those that have not purchased in the last 6 months, and that would be really helpful if you're trying to reactivate someone, bring them back as a customer and re-educate them on the benefits of essential oils. So that's a great campaign right there. Let's see, LRP, this is also another campaign you can do. You can choose to select all the people who are not currently on LRP and maybe send them an email or call them about the benefits of the program so that they know what the full functionality of their account can do. And down here where it says show only new members, it will only show new members for the last several days or so. And usually it's a little bit different, but sometimes it doesn't usually go past a month. So new members is pretty recent. And you can choose yes or no there. All right, now here's where it gets to some of the newer features. Click on advanced features, and there's nothing here yet, but once you click the drop down, you can see that you can target your list, your search very narrowly by choosing exactly what city, country they're in, their specific enroller ID. And maybe you want just to collect the information for all the people that so-and-so has enrolled, and then you would get all of those people in a report, which is pretty cool. You can choose their entry date, which means, say you want to collect all the people that enrolled during a specific period from August of 2016 to January of 2017, for example. Last activity date, you could choose if their last activity, if they ordered recently, say that the last activity date wasn't since last summer. So then you would put that date there, or you could give it a range. You could give a range. If they haven't had any activity in this time frame, I want that information. And you would just select last activity date and choose between, and you can choose range and an actual date to date. Let's see, the other things are levels. You can choose just to collect all the people on your 5th level, for example. You can choose it based on team volume. If you notice that their volume is at a certain place. So let's click on OV, and you can choose, again, the minimum range is at least this, or you can choose an actual range. The OV is this amount to this amount. So say that you're trying to target your leaders who are so close to hitting a certain rank, and their OV is just there. Maybe you want to reach out to them and give them some extra tips on how they can boost that. And postal code is great. So let's say that you're holding an event in an area, but you don't, say you're in Canada and you want to send an email to all those that are in the area about your event, but you don't want the whole country of Canada to know. You just want the localized area near your event to know. And that can happen by just finding the zip codes for the surrounding cities around your location. And you can do that just on Google. Just say zip codes for Alberta, Canada. And then it would pull up a map and you can see all the zip codes near that area. And you can actually put all of those here, not just one. You can include a list of zip codes so that you can send an email specifically to the people in those areas. Okay, and the next one is PV. It's kind of like OV. If say that they are so close to hitting their 125 order every month, maybe they're 100 or so, you may want to reach out to them and say, hey, I've noticed that you are on 100 LRP, and if you just bump it up to 125, you'll get the free product of the month. How does that sound? Can I show you how to do that? So that's another great promotion you can do. You can choose to see everybody who has, if you have someone who has sponsored a lot of people and you want to find just those team members that were sponsored by a specific person, you can do that here as well. So sponsor ID, you just have to know the ID number of the sponsor, and then it will give you the list of all the people they have sponsored. This could be really helpful if you have someone who maybe isn't supporting their team very well, but they have a lot of people that they've sponsored and they need some extra love and TLC. And of course, you can do it by state. So this is really awesome. What it does, once you've generated this report, make sure you do two things. You need to click Update Report so that all of the settings that you've just included here are now set in stone so that when you create your mailing label, that's the information that will generate. So then when you're ready, click Create Mailing Labels right here, and you'll notice that it just pops down over here on the bottom left-hand side of my screen. So it automatically downloads to your computer, which is so fabulous. And then when you click on it, it will pull up a spreadsheet of all of the information you just requested, including their name, their wellness advocate number, their rank, their address, and I don't think it includes their phone number, but it definitely includes their email address. And so that is fabulous. That all of that information is accessible to you if you just know how to use the filters. And then you can use that to plug it into your Gmail and create different groups on people that you want to target and love on a little bit more, or to encourage create business emails or whatever you want to do. You can also create mailing labels, which is what it is actually called. It's called mailing labels, with the idea that you could send things to these people as well in the mail. So however you end up using it, hopefully that is helpful for you and a more concise explanation of what is available to you in your back office. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at youreomovement@gmail.com. Thanks so much. Bye.